Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain is currently trading around 5.9 cents, and yeah, if we draw the Fibonacci levels from the low here to the high, let's see. By the way, VeChain not performing great very recently here, but that is across the whole crypto market. Now, what I really wanted to show you is, it obviously did break out of this channel here, but since then hasn't really made a move, and it is trading currently between those two Fibonacci levels here, between the 61.8, which is at 5.8 cents, and the 50%, which is at 6.4 cents. So you can really see we are in a range. Now overall, you can see, or you can count this rather as a consolidation, and that the market is really just waiting for a decision here. Now this generally you would count that as some sort of a bearish flag. That's definitely how you could draw it. Some kind of a wedge pattern here, or a triangle, maybe even an ascending triangle, but after a downtrend, actually an ascending triangle, not really a great reversal pattern. It looks to me rather like a consolidation pattern, pretty much then some kind of a bearish flag. But again, it doesn't really matter what kind of pattern you have. It is really just important that you recognize it, and then you have to wait for the breakout anyway. But overall, what this could also be is just some kind of a rectangle pattern. So just kind of a trend continuation pattern, in which, basically the support would be the 61.8% Fib level here, and we've got here the 50% Fib level at 6.4 cents as resistance, or even here, sort of in the middle here, the 6.1 cent level, where we have just some kind of a channel in which we are trading, a range, and this provides support and resistance. So around between 5.8 and 6.5 cents we are trading, and really waiting here for a decision of the market, really going up and down at the moment. So that is pretty much what we need to know. It is just this kind of range, and a breakout either way would make it very likely to also move in that direction. So that is key here at the moment. Generally, we can see here that it's still generally quite weak, but we are currently finding support at this important support that is the 61.8% Fib level. So basically the most relevant Fibonacci level. So it's no surprise that we actually find good support here. And we also have, we had here that previous swing high at around the same level, at around 5.6, 5.7 cents. So therefore we are finding currently support, and you can see how we try to dip back into the target area. And this was the area again that we talked about in November, the area where VeChain with the highest probability would turn around. And to be fair, it did get all the way down to nearly, 3.8 cents, 3.9, and it did turn around, and it has a chance still to move higher from here after this potential W reversal pattern. Absolutely it can. Also hasn't made a lower low yet, not compared to the previous low, but because we came down to the 61.8 and we cut into the region here of a potential wave one. You can count this here as a potential Elliott wave count impulse, even though I've got my problems with that, but it's possible. But even now in this move down, you basically cut into the wave one area, which isn't great, doesn't fully invalidate it, but it's not great, and you can find a way around it, but it's not great. It's not, the way the price came down was just too impulsive, and therefore my view is that we haven't seen the low yet. I think we're coming down a little bit lower, especially considering my view about what Bitcoin is going to do anyway as well. So yeah, we've got here more downside potential, but for now it's holding support, and if it manages to break above 6.5 cents, I think you have the possibility to move. First of all, where is the next resistance? That would be here, that swing high here, 6.8 cents, and then the next logical level of where I would expect resistance would be here around 8.9 cents, where we already found resistance at on the 31st of March, where the buyers ran out of steam. But for me to really start to talk about a beginning of an uptrend, it is really important that we move above this 10.2 cent level. I've said that a few times now. That would be at the same time also be a break above the 200-day moving average here in yellow. And even more important structurally is that high here of the wave B back from November. So that would be even more important. A move above 18.9 cents is so important. So, you know, the upside potential is there, definitely. We just need to break above these levels. And for now, obviously, we cannot yet see a sign of a potential breakout. I mean, that was great here, but now we have come down quite impulsively and we are sort of hovering sideways. So this looks like everything just not really bullish. Yeah, of course, short time potential possible. As I said, above 6.5 cents, we can move higher. That is an important level to watch out for. But to be on the safe side, I would even wait above, pretty much above 7 cents, because you've got that swing high here as well, which might provide some problems, because a move just above 6.5 cents might not be sufficient. We might really need that swing high here. And that is also an area where we have a bit of a spike here in the historical volume on the VPVR. Where was I here? Yeah, around this 6.5 cent level. So might be more important, might be better to move a little bit above that. Yeah, and that is currently here my view about VeChain volume, though not really great. And yeah, I mean, again, we are moving sideways, so the indicator is not really too helpful. We can potentially see here the daily MACD moving up and potentially getting into the region of a bullish crossover, but we're still far away from that. Definitely a week, or definitely a few days, but more likely a week, I think, because here the 8 hour is already running out of steam. And how is the 4 hour looking? Also here already turning bearish again. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if here maybe even on the weekend we dip back into the yellow target area. And yeah, but this is an important support that's holding here, 61.8. So we would need quite a bit of a move down also for Bitcoin and the crypto market to really break that level and then dip deeper into the target area. And somewhere in there, we should have another chance to turn around. Definitely the lower end of the target area here, still very much possible around 3.3 cents. That would be the 88.7% Fibonacci level of that larger move, and certainly be an absolute valid reversal point here for VeChain, after which we could then expect VeChain to go to new all-time highs, hopefully. And this would be sort of the medium-term outlook, and we can expect their levels of at least 45 cents. So yeah, not much more. If we drop a little bit more lower, then we could even talk about a 10x expectation for that next wave, which would be a wave 3 to the upside. And the minimum target for that would be that 1.618 FIB extension, and that is 45 cents. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about VeChain. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.